Wim Hof Breathing. What is it? What are the benefits? How do I get started? In this video, I want to talk through how to perform the Wim Hof breathing method safely, as well as some of the purported health benefits. So Wim Hof breathing is a part of the Wim Hof method. That is a practice of breath work plus cold exposure that is designed to provide high levels of stress to the autonomic nervous system. That means the sort of unconscious systems in your body. So why is this a good thing? Surely high levels of stress are really bad, right? Well, not quite. It turns out when we voluntarily inflict stress on ourselves, as long as it is manageable, our body gets to practice moving into action and moving out of action. And therefore, in our daily lives, when unexpected stress hits us, it's better able to cope with that on both ends. So getting in and getting out. This is really important because the way our brain kind of expects things to go is we should have sort of long stretches of rest throughout our day, peppered with kind of short spikes of stress where we need to sort of spring into action and then things will die down and we can go back into this rest state. In the modern world, however, these stressful stimulus tend to spike, or they tend to add up, and what we find is actually the body learns that there's no point in coming back down out of this because the next stressful point is probably right around the corner. And so what it learns to do is just raise the general stress levels and function like that, kind of like a flat line, maybe still with a bit of spiking, but it's higher than what we kind of are built to be able to deal with. This can be a really bad thing because high stress levels lead to all of the problems that you might hear in sort of public health epidemics. So things like heart disease, poor cardiovascular function, breathing problems, chronic pain, high blood pressure. There's an endless list of just things that are happening because of either high stress levels or sometimes equated to sedentary lifestyles. Because remember, exercise, so especially a lot of cardio exercise and aerobic exercise, is just another way of voluntarily inflicting stress on our bodies so that we get used to dealing with these spikes. So we know that adding stress in a voluntary way might be good. How do we get started with Wim Hof? To perform the practice, you're going to need to be lying down. Now, that's not to say you have to stay lying down the whole time when you do this, but I would say for a very long time, you want to do this lying down. Performing over-breathing, which is what we're going to be doing, can lead to lightheadedness, dizziness, things like that. You don't want to have that standing up. You probably don't even want to have that when you're sitting down. So just make it easier. Lie down on the floor, lie down in your bed, lie down somewhere stable and safe. From here, you're going to perform 30 deep, full breaths. So you're going to breathe in as far as you can, and you're going to breathe out as far as you can. Breathing in as far as you can, try to start from your belly. So you want to breathe in, kind of feel the breath come in nice and low, and then it's going to build up. And once you can't breathe in anymore through your belly, you can breathe up through your chest. Just try and fill every available bit of space with air. And breathing out, a lot of you will probably be surprised. You probably haven't ever really breathed out as far as you possibly can before. So this might actually take a while. You might find that you're just breathing out, breathing out, breathing out, breathing out, and you can go for ages. That's fine. The rules are full breath in, full breath out. We're calling this over-breathing, but that doesn't mean you need to be like hyperventilating or anything like that. You want to do it at a level where you still feel aware and safe and comfortable, but you want to just fill your lungs completely. Okay, in and out is one. We're going 30 times. Once you get to 30 breaths, you're going to inhale, and then you're going to hold for as long as you possibly can. Okay, and again, this is another place you might be surprised. You're probably going to hold your breath for a lot longer than you thought you could. The reason for that is if you're doing this over breathing, you're doing really, really full breaths, your body is going to get rid of quite a lot of carbon dioxide, and when you feel that kind of need for breath, that air hunger, like I have to take a breath, that isn't a lack of oxygen, that's actually a buildup of carbon dioxide. Your brain tells you to take a breath when carbon dioxide levels get too high, because carbon dioxide is quite acidic, and if it hangs around in the body, it's going to start doing some damage. So by doing these 30 over breaths, you're going to have a lot less carbon dioxide in your system. Then when you try and hold your breath and your brain is starting to break down all the oxygen that it's taken in, it's going to take a little bit longer for these carbon dioxide levels to rise. So you'll find that you're able to hold for quite a bit longer. Once you do feel that air hunger, you're going to exhale as far as you can. Now remember, this is getting rid of the carbon dioxide. At the bottom of the exhale, when you feel like you cannot breathe out anymore, you're going to hold again. This time you're going to hold for a count of 10. People say you want to do this for 10 seconds. To be honest, at the very start, count to 10 and count as quickly as you like. You probably will find it's very hard to get even past 3 going really fast, but you still want to have some sort of a hold at the bottom. And that is one full round of the breathing. You're going to do this 3 times. As you go further and further through it, so as you get to the second round and you get back to your holding your inhale, you'll probably find, again, you can hold your breath longer and longer. And again, when you practice this the second time or the third time that you do it, you'll probably find all of your breath holds get longer again. So that's how to perform it. What sort of benefits can we expect? Well, we talked about some of the things, the kind of health epidemics and some of the problems. Really, the benefits we can expect are sort of just the opposite of that. So we can expect better immune function. We can expect better breathing, our body's ability to, first of all, breathe out fully, tolerate higher carbon dioxide levels, things like that. We might see improvements in our sleep, in our mood, things like anxiety might be improved. We may also see reduction in pain, so whether that is reduction in chronic pain symptoms, pain complaints that we have already, or in new pain. So next time I get injured, actually the pain might not feel so severe, or it might not have that really emotional, horrible feeling to it. Again, these are all things that we should be expecting that we could get from exercise, but actually here when we're doing the breathing techniques, we don't have to be super coordinated. We don't have to worry about when our knee starts hurting, how are we going to modify or change things. We can actually push through and get that stressful stimulus in its sort of most natural environment. So there it is, the Wim Hof breathing method, Wim Hof breathing technique. Feel free to search Wim Hof's channel if you want to find out more. He has hundreds of videos about this. The breathing technique itself also existed as a practice before Wim Hof kind of got involved and incorporated it into his practice. If you want to research that, you can look up Tumo or Tumo. I have no idea how to pronounce it. And if you have any questions or comments on how to perform it or anything else, just write a comment down at the bottom there. Please subscribe if you want to see any more videos like this. Otherwise, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.